And we kick off the season with none other than Tyler Dunne of the Journal-Sentinel. Big game for the Green Bay Packers going out to San Francisco to take on the 49ers. What has to go right for the Packers in this game?
Well, first they have to be prepared for Colin Kaepernick, for the read option, for everything that San Francisco is going to throw at you. They weren't prepared last time. They have some new personnel. I think that the scheme has a lot to do with it. But at the end of the day, these guys are ready to just get out there and actually play this game that everybody's been talking about for what, 5-6 months now.
Yeah, what about how important is the running game with Eddie Lacy and the Packers establishing the run game in this?
I think that's going to be huge, and they want to go up tempo. They want to do the no huddle, and that's important. They want to dictate just the tempo of the game, but through that, they want to run the ball well because, look, if you can get San Francisco out there with a couple extra DBs and you have Eddie Lacy, a bigger pounding back, that's how they can kind of control the clock, control the ball, and ultimately win the game. They weren't able to do that last year. Remember they got behind against San Francisco, and they ended up throwing the ball, I think, on 14 straight plays, and the game was over. With Eddie Lacy, they kind of want to change that this time around.
You talked about one rookie and Eddie Lacy. I'm going to bring up the other one, David Bakhtiari, the guy out of Colorado. Boy, a lot on his shoulders protecting Aaron Rodgers' blind side. Yeah,
talk about your first test. You have Aldon Smith over there, Justin Smith. They do a lot of those TE stunts. They know how to get after the quarterback. So they really weren't able to contain some of these premier pass rushers these last couple years. Now that they have Bakhtiari out there, maybe he's an improvement over Marshall Newhouse. I don't think anybody really knows. He's been great in training camp, great in the preseason. For a rookie, has had his moments, but we're going to find out pretty soon if he's up to the task.
Johnny Jolly is back on defense. I talked to a couple of guys in there. I said, a lot Packer fans want to know, they're going to bring the nasty back this season. Do you think they're ready to do that?
I don't know. I mean, Johnny Jolly is one person that can help with that. He did it in 08, 09, tips a lot of passes. A bigger guy that should help in games like this. San Francisco, Atlanta, Seattle. These teams that have big mashing kind of offensive line. Green Bay didn't have the defensive lineman to really match that. I think B.J. Raji and Ryan Pickett, you know what you're going to get. Beyond that, they needed somebody else. Maybe Johnny Jolly is that player. They have a lot of options on the defensive line. Mike Daniels, Mike Neal can play outside back or D-line. He'll be kind of a hybrid player. So that's what they like with this defensive line, this defense this year. They have options.
Last question for you before I let you go, because I know you got a ton to write. When the dust settles, who do you like in this game?
Man, that's a big question. I'm going to go with Green Bay, and I know that might sound a little crazy because of the way last season ended in San Francisco. We know that Colin Kaepernick is that rare hybrid kind of quarterback, but I just think that Green Bay cannot be any less prepared for San Francisco than they were last year. They had a whole offseason to get ready for this game, and they've got some new personnel, some new players that should help against a team like this. Eddie Lacy, Mike Neal playing a bigger role, Micah Hyde, Dayton Jones, Nick Perry. He missed most of last season. So those new faces should help them in a game like this.
He's Tyler Dunne, bringing it strong here in Lambeau Field. He's picking the pack, and guess what? So is Rod Burks. We're here at Lambeau for Ty Dunne, and I'm Rod Burks. Enjoy.